If your government is big enough to give you everything you want, it is big enough to take away everything you have.
Welcome to the Spearhead Transmission.
With your hosts, m4a and Michael Bay.
This is Spearhead Transmission.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Spearhead Transmission. It's March 14th, 2019. It's time to break those chains, water that tree.
I always thought that March 14th was St. Patrick's Day. It's not.
Is it not?
I always thought it was.
St. Patrick's Day, Sunday? This Sunday?
Yeah.
What's the point of St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. I don't remember.
St. Patrick, a leprechaun that freed the Irish from English rule?
Yes.
No, I mean, really, what is it?
Wait,
St. Patty's.
Did
so
St.
it's like,
Patrick, is he the one that ran all the snakes out of Ireland?
I don't know.
Do you
I don't know
Do you know what
anything.
that means?
No.
Yeah. Or is it St. Valentine that did that? No, St. Patrick.
Probably
Okay.
St. Valentine.
St. Patrick ran all the snakes out of Ireland. But do you know what why they call them snakes? There's no snakes.
That's not a true story.
Yeah, that's why they call it that. I might be lying to you.
Patrick's?
St. Patrick's Day. And so all the snakes in Ireland, you think there's snakes in Ireland? No, because they all got ran out. But you think there were snakes before that? You ever been to Ireland?
By a leprechaun?
It's fucking cold. No, not a leprechaun. An actual saint of the church. Well, he might have been a leprechaun. Dude, does the Catholic
Wait.
Church make
Leprechauns?
leprechaun saints?
I don't know.
Well, if they did, is it irregardless or regardless?
It's regardless. Irregardless is fake.
Okay, irregardless is the Spearhead Transmission term,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So regardless of him being a leprechaun or not, he was a saint, or he is a saint. He might have just
handler.
maybe before he ran the snakes out of Ireland, he was probably just Patrick. And then they were like, the church was like, "Whoa, all right, dude, you got rid of all the snakes. You are sainted."
Some dude named Patrick's not going to take care of Snake.
You know what snakes You know what snakes are, though.
Patrick work at the corner store or something. Not going to be
Yeah,
an
yeah.
island of snakes.
They weren't snakes. They were pagans. He ran all the pagans out. In other words, converted them. So it's a figurative. I'm lying to
It's
you,
a
probably.
leprechanism.
Yeah, it's a leprechaunism.
Where
Let's
the fuck
see.
did leprechauns come from?
Let's see.
Are leprechauns
What
real?
do we want to know first?
Are leprechauns real?
All right. Siri, are leprechauns real?
Sorry, but the Council of Fantastical Beings has advised me not to answer that question.
That's smart ass shit.
It couldn't. I can't just get a yes or no, right?
How do you spell leprechaun?
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
All right, you look up leprechaun, and I'll look up St. Patrick's Day.
Leprechaun real footage. I knew there'd be something like people believe that mermaids exist, the earth's flat, angels had sex with people on earth to mine gold,
That's what it is.
and then we got leprechaun footage here.
Why is it? Hold up.
It's a Bud Light in a field.
All right, I'm even further confused here now, because leprechauns aren't associated with Scotsmen, right? It's Irish.
It's all the same to me,
Is that why bagpipes apply?
dude. A leprechaun would not drink Bud Light.
No,
If they
he would drink.
existed.
He would drink at least Budweiser or stronger, right?
Opie. Budweiser? Yeah, I could see a leprechaun.
I mean, it would have.
Budweiser.
It wouldn't be light beer.
I think if leprechauns did exist, I would fucking hate them. Just because of what I imagine them being like is like super pasty with
Not like the one in the movie Leprechaun.
the one that you throw shoes at him and he shines them.
No, that's it. That's Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No, then in the movie he's chasing you, but if you throw shoes at him, he has to stop and shine them.
Are you serious? The one with Warwick Davis?
The mean one.
Yeah.
The mean leprechaun.
If you throw a shoe at him, he shines
I
it.
thought he shined it.
I don't remember that at all in that movie.
Did someone tell me that, or did I just make that up? Like I'm making half the shit up we're talking about right now.
Hold on, let's find out why.
Think about that. A leprechaun is basically like a small person with bad complexion and red hair and a bad attitude, right? Hiding their shit from you, doesn't want you to touch their gold.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're hiding gold from you, which obviously I should take because I'm taller than them.
I gotta. Okay.
Pause it real quick
All
while
right.
you do what you're doing.
All right. It was St. Patrick. Well, it was Patrick. Actually, look, you see? He was Patrick before he was St.
That dude's
Patrick.
name's not Patrick.
Look at him. You know what he looks like? He looks
What's his last name? Bateman?
Patrick Bateman.
So if you Google...
He's chasing them to the sea. So here you go. You ready? This is the Wikipedia Patrick. Patrick banishes all snakes from Ireland. The absence of snakes in Ireland has been noted from as early as the 3rd century by Gaius Julius Solinus. But later legend is attributed to the banishment of all reptiles from the island of Patrick. So
there's no lizards on fucking Ireland?
Yeah,
or
I
snakes?
guess so.
Or cold-blooded amphibians?
I don't think. I mean, I don't ever been there.
That's impressive.
But I don't. I think it's symbolic, right? Isn't that where all the druids lived? Was in Ireland?
Everything I know about druids, I learned in DuckTales.
And that. Oh no, he was Scotland. That's Scottish druids.
No. Well, they wore those gigantic cloaks or whatever.
Yeah. They look like
druids just walk around. Like,
they look like a tall version of the
umbrella.
The sand people. What are those sand people from Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
Tall version of what were those called?
I have no idea. I'm not a Star Wars nerd.
Russ and Kalen are screaming at the...
Everyone's screaming because everyone likes Star Wars.
They're called tut-tuts. No.
I haven't seen any of the Star Wars past the 3, the only Star Wars that I know. I never saw that one with that dipshit Jabu or whatever it was.
Misa so stupid. That guy.
I don't know. Not Jabu.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Jimmy Jims. They're
Jabba.
Misa stupid.
He looks like a dinosaur.
He's got like a dog dinosaur. Like Dino. Oh shit! Almost.
Not Jabba the Hutt.
No, I know.
All right, so back to the leprechauns. This is according to Google. They are solitary creatures who spend their time making and mending shoes and have a hidden pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If captured by a human, they often grant 3 wishes in exchange for their freedom. Like other Irish fairies, leprechauns can be derived from the
other Irish fairies.
Tuatha de Danann.
I would not have considered a leprechaun a fairy, though.
I do. They're annoying.
But
I met a leprechaun at a wedding in a bathroom one time.
Really?
He tried.
Hold
to
on,
talk
I know
to
there's
me.
a joke that starts out like that.
Well, this guy tried to talk to me, and I couldn't understand a fucking word he was saying, and I was so drunk. But he was about like this tall, and I was fucking hammered, hammered. And he walks up and's like,
he's fucking trying to offer you wishes.
Yeah, I should have grabbed him.
Uh-huh.
Like, all right, man.
In the bathroom.
3. I'll let you go. Yeah. Look up what?
Look up leprechaun bathroom joke. That's all you get. That's good. Yeah, you should have grabbed his ass in the men's restroom. I'll let go when you give me some wishes.
What are you guys doing in here?
He's gonna grant me a wish.
You know, in all reality, even since I was a kid, St. Patrick's Day always got on my nerves because it was like, did you wear green? I'll pinch you. And you had some shithead kid that you went to school with that pinched the shit. He had cut his nails in like 3 weeks.
I hated kids that didn't cut their nails.
Like, hey, that's funny, man. Wow, that hurts, you know? Real funny. Like, and then you got older, there was people like, oh, I'm Irish or Scottish or whatever. Like, he got like black hair. And, you know? Everyone always grasps so much at like some heritage that's so far removed from their life that it, you know, Like, hey, why don't you take pride in this big portion of your life right here? Nah, I'm
think-
part fucking caveman.
Do you know what I think it is? I think what it is, I'm part caveman. I would claim that. I'm
my
half caveman.
parents were actually came across the land bridge back in all the
1950s.
yeah, back when Pangea was still a little closer. A guy walks into the bathroom to take a leak after drinking a couple of pitchers of beer on St. Patrick's Day. Is this?
I don't know. I think
this
it is. Yeah.
Fucking joke about me?
No, you just said that you met a leprechaun.
I fucking did.
All right, so read.
When short, after a real short guy wearing a leprechaun costume walks in to use the urinal next to him. For some reason, this guy happens to glance over and sees the little guy has a huge dick.
This is the joke. Yeah, I knew this was a.
Out of curiosity, the guy asked the leprechaun, "Man, how can I get my dick to grow that big?" The leprechaun turns and says in an Irish voice, "Not to worry, laddie, I'm a leprechaun. I will grant you one wish if you let me ram it into your ass, laddie." The fuck is this? Is this what you were thinking?
Yeah.
The guy replies, "Fuck off, I'm not gay." Nevertheless, the leprechaun says, "You're lost," and starts to walk away. The guy, being drunk, turns around and says, "Hold on, are you really a leprechaun?" The leprechaun replies, "Well, you see me top of me hat, don't you? You see me green suit, don't you? And is it not St. Paddy's Day? What more proof do you need, laddie?" The guy stands there and thinks to himself, he does have a point. So the guy, after pondering for a while, agrees. "Okay, man, on one condition, you can't tell anybody about this." Leprechaun replies, "Not to worry, laddie. Besides, who would believe me anyway?" So here's this leprechaun going to town on this poor fellow when all of a sudden he stops and asks the guy, "By the way, laddie, how old are you?" The guy replies, "I'm 25 years old. Why do you ask?" The short man replied, now without an Irish accent, "Just wondering why a grown-ass man, 25-year-old man, still believing in leprechauns."
That was it. I remembered it. I remembered there was a joke
About a leprechaun
in a bathroom.
Yeah, I'm being serious. It was I don't know. I don't want to get too specific, but it was they were from Ireland.
Is this not that long ago?
No.
Oh.
No, this was at a family wedding, not my wife's family.
Oh.
But they were, it was legit from, like, they flew over here on a boat.
On a boat? An airboat.
No, they didn't come on a boat. I don't know. They came from Ireland, but it seriously looked like leprechauns. And
all
the
of them?
entire story is true. Two of them, they look like Mr. and Mrs. Hobbit or whatever. And
really?
Yeah. And
Mr. and Mrs. Patrick.
he fucking did talk to me, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying. It was like listening to Conor McGregor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just was like, yeah, all right, man.
Just smile and nod.
Oh, yeah. I'm drunk. Are you? I know you are.
Skibbity-dibbity.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it is almost St. Patrick's Day.
So happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, next week is my birthday.
What day?
On the 22nd, whatever that is. Friday, I think.
That's a Monday.
No, it's not a Monday.
Oh.
I will be 39 years old. How the fuck is that even possible?
Oh,
Friday
man.
is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So if you listen to the podcast, I'd like to have happy birthday wishes showered in our email inbox.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll get 3.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be 1 from me.
We'll be some new guy, though, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you guys are really annoying, but I seem to listen to you. But
Angry Tomahawk.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We do like the emails that we have gotten in the past, though. People saying you need to have more guests. When I hear people say need to have more guests,
That's a hint.
yeah, it's like, yeah, this show kind of sucks. But if you could get more people on, it'd be better. Did you see that shit about Aunt Becky?
Everybody keeps saying Aunt Becky to me. I don't know who the fuck that is.
You watch Full House when you were growing up?
Yeah, I'm older than you guys, so Full House at that point in time was like, what the? No, I did not watch Full House.
I don't know. Aunt Becky's daughter is she's pretty hot. And
So was Aunt Becky hot?
Yeah, Aunt Becky was always hot. Like Aunt Becky, when I
She's
first
still
started
hot.
watching that, I liked DJ because she was so much older than me, and then somehow
Is
like,
that
DJ?
the Cameron kid
No,
or Kirk Cameron kid?
that was Growing Pains. his sister was fucking mouthy and annoying.
Was she on the show though? Right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
No, you had the fucking annoying dad, Bob Saget. Well, what kind of asshole gets a last
Bob
name
Saget's show?
Saget?
I know. Yeah, I know
like
what
the
I'm talking
Street
about.
Fighter Muay Thai guy, and it's like such a dipshit like
The-
him. And then there was Uncle Dan or Uncle Dave.
The guy that does the voices.
Cut it out, yeah. He's
The guy that was
the
on
hobo
America's
that
Funniest
lived in
People,
Yeah,
right?
he lived in the basement.
Fast as fast can be,
Yeah.
never catch me. That guy, right?
It's fucking horrible.
That's you know why that voice is easy? Because it's Meatwad's voice. Hey
boy.
Hey Bobby.
What is the deal with people that do voices and then they do them somewhere and it just makes I get uncomfortable? Like, oh yeah, that's good. Like talk to Donald Duck voice or
Donald
what I
Duck
mean?
voice.
like, oh shit, man, stop. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, there was that guy, and then there was Uncle Jesse who was married to Aunt Becky, and they lived in the attic, and then
Okay.
fucked around and had a couple twins, and then
Got a triple double.
Yeah, DJ, and then there was her little sister. God, what was her
That's
name?
where the baby Olsen twins came from, right?
Yeah. I can't believe I used to watch that as a kid.
I didn't, but it was your time frame. But it doesn't mean anything. I fucking watched Golden Girls as a kid.
Well, yeah, I mean, but think
You know
about
what I
that.
mean?
Like, what? Why is that appealing to
Because it's
12-year-old
on
kid?
TV and
I guess.
and you don't have much to choose from, right? You think about your choices now as opposed to then. You don't have any choices, but people that have,
All I do now when I watch TV is look for something to watch. Like
like on
I can't-
Netflix.
Yeah, like I
I
just sit there
spin
and
that.
like, ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? There's
That's
something
it.
better. There's
That's
something better.
That's it. It's an interesting. That's like it's an interesting analysis of your psychology, you know. And I was thinking about that the other night too. I was like, why the fuck I'm measuring the value of each one of these? Like, do I want to spend time watching this? And I'm spending all my time
Just looking.
just looking for the perfect right match.
I want to watch a movie like Sicario.
Mm-hmm.
None of these
None
are
of
like
them.
that.
And then you click on one that's got subtitles. You're like, fuck.
No, that's when you know you're gonna get fucking full frontal nudity on the women, though.
Is it?
Usually, that's if.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been
you've
watching that at
unlocked
night.
one of the secrets.
I've been watching that at night. And you're like, oh yeah, I hope I see someone naked on this. And I'm like, why the fuck am I wasting my time hoping to see this? You just type in fucking naked girls on my phone and see it.
Because it's better whenever it's not solicited.
Yeah. So Aunt Becky, also known as Lori Laughlin,
Okay.
who's like a Hallmark movie.
I think I remember her face now whenever because John Stamos is
Yeah.
old lady.
Yeah. The guy that always said, have mercy. Have mercy. Anyways, says on the Huffington Post, a mission scam reveals how terrified the rich are when it comes to college. Even parents at the lower tiers of the wealthy are almost as desperate as Felicity Huffman and Lori Laughlin to get their kids into elite schools. You know what's funny is everyone's focused on the fact that this lady paid $500,000 to get her kid to go to some top tier school or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But no one's like batting an eye about the fact that the college accepted it. You know what I mean?
See, but that's it. That's typical. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not gonna try to go off on one of my rants, but that's typical whenever you talk about like in America. Whenever they're like, oh, that big businessman, he lobbied a senator to get him to grant land. Who the fuck is the bad guy? It's not the businessman. It's the fucking senator who took. Oh yeah.
It's funny, as they said when this all went down, the girl who's in college was on the USC. Who is that? Universal of South California.
USC, University of Southern California. Yeah.
Okay, she was on the University of Southern California Board of Regents yacht in the Bahamas.
What?
How the fuck do you become a Board of Regents on a?
What is a board of regents?
Well, I think it's just someone that volunteers to be on the Board of Regents. Because I remember
Is the regents like the
like a
royal
group of people, yeah.
alumni or
Yeah.
something?
group of people that like vote on shit for the school, but you know what I mean, like, I mean, surely that's not tied to the school, right? Like, how the fuck do you get a 26-foot, or not? It was bigger than 26 foot.
A 26-foot yacht.
You guys,
Check out my yacht.
It was like a multiple level. Yeah, I mean, it was like nice. But she was out there and like, hey, mom's getting busted because she paid your way to get into school. Like, well, I guess I better leave then. You know, crazy. But yeah, that's what. As soon as I read it, I was like, you know, no one seems to give a shit about the fact that the school is accepting this.
Yeah,
it's obviously happened before. But that's the other thing is like, if someone said, hey, you think rich people bribe their way into schools? Like, yeah, why? You know, I'm not afforded that luxury.
Yeah.
So what? Just deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I also read today that some court, which court was it? This is from the Huffington Post. Court rules gun manufacturer can be sued over Sandy Hook shooting. The Connecticut Supreme Court ruled Remington can be sued over how it marketed the rifle used in the 2012 Newtown tragedy. So the gun that says gun maker Remington can be sued over how it was marketed the Bushmaster rifle that killed 20 children and 6 educators at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012. Divided Connecticut Supreme Court ruled Thursday. Justice issued a 4-3 decision that reinstated a wrongful death lawsuit and overturned a lower court ruling that the lawsuit was prohibited by a 2005 federal law that shields gun manufacturers from liability in most cases when their products are used in crimes. The plaintiffs include a survivor and relatives of 9 people killed in the massacre. They argue that the AR-15 style rifle used by shooter Adam Lanza is too dangerous for the public, and Remington glorified the weapon in marketing it to young people. So think about that for a second.
I'm listening. So
it's like this, you know, the slippery slope argument, I guess, is not a viable argument, I guess, in debate, right?
Right.
But like, how can you not say that? Like, if you can go after a manufacturer of something,
of an inanimate object,
yeah, and hold the manufacturer responsible for whatever anybody that they sell it to does with it, like, where does that stop? Like, I drive my car into the car in front of me, and you know, it actually kills someone. Like, don't sue me. Sue the car, man. They marketed this thing to me and I bought it. I can't drive this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Alcohol, fucking tobacco,
right?
Gasoline. I mean, how can you stop and say, like, hey, well, you marketed it incorrectly. You know, you choked yourself with that pair of mini blinds. You know, you made that.
Yeah.
Hey, those
deadly.
Look, you just want to hang yourself.
Yeah. I got you.
That's ridiculous, right?
It is, yeah. I agree.
The country, and the world, I think, has lost any sense at all of like personal responsibility for any action that you do. There's always something, you know, like there's some reason behind it. Like, I mean, it's like I'm watching that Ted Bundy show on Netflix.
Yeah.
And the Ted Bundy show.
The Ted Bundy show.
But he's like sitting there talking about his childhood and all that, and they're like, you know, everyone wants to have a reason for, you know, all this, and he's like, you're not going to find a reason in my childhood, like, dude. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you know, everyone or the show's, you know, trying to like, oh, well, he was a murderer because, you know, his girlfriend broke up with him and he was mad at women. You know, the fucking guy obviously has a problem. If he murdered 36 people,
yeah, a lot.
And you know,
is that how many people he killed?
I thought it was 30 something.
Oh, I don't know. You know more than me. You've watched.
I've only
show.
watched one show and slept through part of it. But you know, like, if someone goes nuts and starts killing people, it's not the fucking gun that they bought, or it's not
the car that they drove,
or the knife, or the pair of pants. Like, what if the pants? Like, man, maybe those pants were itching.
Yeah.
You know, you just fucking drove him nuts. It's your fault.
That's why he strangled me with them.
Yeah, that's Levi, whoever's, you know, fault for making a pair of pants uncomfortable. How dare they market comfortable pants when they're actually uncomfortable? It's bullshit, man. I mean, it really is a bad deal, I think, because slippery slope argument or not, like, it opens up a lot of And think about that. If you were anything,
Well-
guns or knives or anything, I'd be like, I'm not fucking making shit anymore because
Yeah, but
I'm
now
gonna get sued.
all you got to do then all you got to do is then you can well, you think you don't. So Colt is being sued, right? Or
Remington.
Remington's.
This is the Bushmaster.
okay, so then look at all the other manufacturers that are like, fuck yes. Look at those guys. The Bushmasters Remington's getting fucked over. We're gonna it could be that easy. You know what I mean? I'm saying that as far as like guns, but then you take it to a different industry, and somebody else, one of the competitors, could be like, they fucked that up. We're gonna, they can. Then the government will sue them, or whoever's gonna sue them, and this guy's gonna.
What do you think? Like the major cause of obesity in this country is like pop.
Yeah,
heart disease.
Beverages.
Heart disease kills more people than like a shitload of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, how long is it going to be till you start fucking, like Pepsi's commercials are marketed towards kids all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's fucking deadly.
Yeah.
Why is it deadly? Well, you giving everybody diabetes and fat as fuck around here,
Mm-hmm.
People can't do fucking push-up. Your fault. I'm suing your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the new world, you
Yeah. And Coke will be going crazy, and then it'll be like, wow.
Yeah, commercials will all suck.
Yeah.
They'll be like, have you tried a Coke? You shouldn't. It tastes like shit. Don't buy this. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just be miserable. Otherwise, we'll get sued.
Or it'll be like, have you tried Coke lately? And then about 30 seconds or 15 seconds of the commercial, it'll have all the side effects. They'll be like, it might cause droopy britches.
Childhood obesity, gallstones, kidney stones, fatness, less sexual intercourse with women and men. May cause higher heart rate, diabetes. We already say that. All right, how much time's left? So if you want a Coke, still buy one. Otherwise, don't. We don't want to make you think we're forcing to get it. I mean, really, you know what I mean? Like, it's unreal, man.
Be everything.
I really feel like, I don't know if it's my age. I feel like I'm being pushed out of the norm. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like all these people worried about nonsense and I guess like the stuff that's cool, and I just don't give a shit about any of that. And I just sit back and like, are you fucking kidding me? It's almost like watching a TV show. Like this is existence right now. Well, before we started this, we're watching a video about these dudes deadlifting. There's a girl deadlifting. And like, oh man, that girl's got a nice ass, but I'm worried
that it's a dude.
Might be a man. I mean,
there was definitely some like.
I think it's a woman on steroids, but still, like that's where we are. I was watching what the fuck was that? Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like it's like progressing, and I'm like, my car's on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm good here, guys. You guys go.
You're
ahead.
gonna be the old coot.
I am. Back in my day, we used lead pencils. None of this mumbo jumbo iPad nonsense.
Lead pencils.
Anyway,
we used graphite. And where does graphite come from? What the fuck is graphite?
I can start thinking about like that stuff.
Yeah.
And just like go down this wormhole of like who, because you think about we're so smart, right?
Uh-huh.
And I tell you like, hey, can you make me a lead pencil real quick, or a pencil to write with?
Oh,
you couldn't do it.
The old Milton Friedman pencil. Yeah, no fucking way I could do it. Like,
no, I couldn't.
From the ground up. No, you can't do it. You gotta get the rubber from the rubber tree and fucking
cut a branch down and drill out the center and then
mine the graphite.
Yeah, where the fuck? Like you're saying, where's graphite? Like if like, hey, Nick, make some gunpowder. I don't know.
Did I talk about that on this show?
We've talked about it in the past. We've talked about the same thing because it's like all this stuff. You feel like you're so advanced, but if you take a simple item and tell like, hey, make me a fuck, I can't even think of something now. Like, make me a horseshoe.
Yeah.
Like, out of what? You know, they used to make that shit,
Yeah.
you know, out of the dirt.
Did we talk about this whenever I said that all the reality TV shows? No, never mind. That was on the.
That was the last podcast.
No,
right?
we didn't talk about it on the
that was
podcast. It was on the group text.
It's all rolling together.
But I do think that there's something to that.
What?
To that idea that all that's like programming for, like, nobody knew how to blacksmith, but if they're gonna wipe out a good 70% of the population, they better have some people that knew how to blacksmith whatever they went. You know what I mean?
That's all part of the people going down the highway when my car's broken, because it's like so popular to make a video in like double time speed as some guy making a fucking table out of wood, and like, oh, beautiful table from a piece of cedar, and they infilled the cracks with like, when I watch that, I watch it, and it's neat to watch because it's fast, right? But I'm like, this isn't craftsmanship. You're taking a piece of garbage, covering it with epoxy, and gluing it together. You know what I mean? Or you got a flag with a thin blue line on it on a pallet now on the wall. Like, that's not artistic.
Yeah,
it's just the same shit everybody else is. It's fucking Pinner's nonsense, you know. But the blacksmith stuff, like, it's everyone has a knife shop anymore.
But that's what I mean is, like, they're trying. All right, my.
There's the same picture. Here, I'm gonna redo the picture when they just finished the new Mark III blades going out next week. Make sure and get yours, and it's like $600 for some
knife,
fucking blank punched out with paracord wrapped around.
That's what it is, isn't it? They do punch those. Then nobody's actually blacksmithing them.
No, it's just. It's
forging.
It's like fake craftsmanship. It's the only way I can explain it. Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a blacksmith, or I'm a fucking woodworker. Like, what do you do? Like, well, I put IKEA furniture together. You know, like, what? No, man. Like a woodworker, you know.
Yeah, he's making dovetailed joints.
Yeah, I'm not talking about those guys that chop down trees and like actually do stuff, but I don't know if it's. I know what you're saying. Like, it's getting the masses ready for the great,
right? Because you see all like the Naked and Afraids, all the survival shows, all the. I think it appeals to Americans because we don't do shit. We have absolutely nothing to worry about, and we don't do anything. So it's just like all the adventure races and stuff. There's no danger in your life at all. You sit in a fucking office all day and bitch about the hipsters and the fucking it's cold as shit in this office. It's 65 degrees in here. I'm freezing. My fucking mouse hand's freezing. You know what I'm doing this weekend? I'm running the Spartan race. We're gonna throw spears, jump over fires. We're like basically Vikings taking over the world. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just that you don't have shit to worry about. It'd be different if you're like, hey man, it's a third wave of people from Mexico are attacking the southern border, and we got a castle wall built up, and we've been fighting for fucking 6 months or something. You know what I mean? You might die, you might not. You know that. I'm going to do the warrior dash and get fucking destroyed afterwards.
I think that's what it appeals to. Is there's, part of that. The country's been at war for so long that it's appealing. That lifestyle is appealing, so people see that and put it together, and then it feel like they're part of it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, but
so I watched a show, and I found it fascinating, even though I felt a little nerdy at first, but I got drawn in just by the sheer violence of it. It was there's a show on History called Night Fight.
Oh yeah,
and these guys, I don't know if they make all their own armor or whatever, but generally people that making their armor, you're like, oh okay, it's my friends, right? But it's not me. Right, like Garrett, right? He used to make his own armor, and then they all enjoy the Renaissance Fair, which is the Renaissance Fair is fun. Yeah. But these guys actually fuck each other up.
Is that where they fight?
They fight
in a ring, right?
Yes, dude. They do, and it is brutal. I mean, they obviously the weapons are blunted. Here's the deal: you can't stab.
Can't kill anyone.
Yeah, no killing. So there's no killing intentionally. So you can't stab, right? No stabbing motion. No hits to the back of the knee.
Can you parry? Why is that a bad spot?
I guess because it's unarmored, and I think all the tendons in there, and they're swinging fucking axes.
Because
So
I remember
you swing a two-handed axe at somebody in the back of their knee. Shit.
I remember in the Navy when we did the baton stuff.
Plus, you fall down when you get hit in the back.
Lower back, or the back of the knees. I never understood what the back of the knees was out of.
Oh, I don't know. Just go stretch your leg out with your knee and then touch it. It's tender.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, it's a badass show. I have to say it is.
What's it on?
History Channel.
No.
You don't have it, do you? I don't know if you might be able to find it on YouTube.
Hulu or
It's called Armored
I watched
Combat
something,
League.
but it was foreigners doing it.
Oh no. Well, I mean, you've probably seen a YouTube video of it.
Armored Combat League.
That's what it's called. They have a league. See, you gotta. But it would something for somebody to do, right? They go out there and I guess they hit each other with blunted weapons. But dude, it's not like little dudes. There is one little dude in there, but it's guys that are like
Leprechaun?
6'6", 290, and they're just fucking whack, just bam, hitting people on top of the head with an axe, a two-handed axe.
Is that just, I mean, I get
That's
it's entertaining, but I bet those guys would act differently if it was a real axe. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, they would.
They're sitting there acting like, oh, this is basically real fighting.
Yeah,
But
it's the same thing as if you and I play paintball.
Yeah,
you shoot the shit out of me. I don't care.
I'm gonna try to run to the end of the field from the start and come in behind everyone. I don't even know
But
if that team, nope, not me.
Not me. Blah 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 blah
I've been
blah.
shot 5 times. Oh, okay, I'm out. But not before I shoot someone. And then me and Al shot you from the sidelines. They were shooting those other people playing. We were walking by them. But that was Al, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Walking by. So we're walking left and they're like, let's go back up to the staging area or whatever. There's another group of people playing a game, and Al's like, hey, watch this. Started shooting people. I don't want to play paintball though unless I'm playing like that. Like if it's all serious, I'm out of here. I want someone to laugh at the fact that I've been shot 6 times in the stomach.
Hands beat up.
Like, fuck, stop. All right,
okay, I'm out.
I've seen those videos on YouTube with the airsofters.
Uh-huh.
There's people taking it all serious and shit, and grown men taking it serious.
Tactical
douchebags, like gun guys, and it reminds me of that. Have you ever watched that movie Role Models?
Yeah.
Where the king
bitch tried to grab my hang down.
Yeah. It reminds me of the king. You didn't shoot me.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
That's that guy's famous.
Who?
Kim. That's Dr. King or Kim.
Kim Jong-il?
Dr. Kim, yeah.
He's a doctor?
Yeah, that dude was a doctor.
Did that one guy in that movie, not Stifler, the other dude,
Paul Rudd. The guy who doesn't age.
He is funny as shit, man.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't age. The guy looks the same from
So the funniest thing I've seen, or I saw that he does, is every movie he puts out, and he goes on the Conan O'Brien show, he shows the same clip of that movie from, it's an alien movie from the 90s. But he'll say hey, here's a clip from from Role Models, and then he plays that one. Hold on, I gotta find it. Pause it real quick. Yeah, that guy's funny.
That is. Yeah, his humor. All right. So the guy that was in the army with Tony.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Tony? Well, he didn't come up here.
I don't think so.
He just like that guy.
Really?
Just like that guy.
Real dry.
Well, real sarcastic.
Oh yeah.
Very sarcastic. That's very sarcastic.
Yeah, I don't. He cracks me up just the way he acts. But yeah, the Conan O'Brien. So he did a Conan O'Brien show, and he shows a clip of Mac and Me for every movie he's. It's like, hey, let's watch a clip of Role Models, or let's watch this, and he plays the Mac and Me clip. Same one, but all right, let's play a commercial and go to Hot Zone.
Make sure and email us at xspearheadx@yahoo.com and check out our website at www.spearheadtransmission.com and listen to us on Libsyn, iTunes, Amazon, Stitcher, Dogcatcher, SoundCloud, Android, and like and share our Facebook and YouTube pages.
What are we doing?
Hot Zone. Hot Zone. This first article is from Fox News, and this isn't. It says so. Katie Couric unearths cringeworthy 1991 footage of Bryant Gumbel talking maternity leave. Why so long? So she unearthed this decades-old video of her former Today co-host Bryant Gumbel making cringeworthy comments about her upcoming maternity leave.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
When was it? 1991?
Yeah. It says, so Gumbel asked, why so long? The good old days when women didn't miss work after giving birth.
What an asshole.
You know, he's obviously joking.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is now
You gotta go look all the way back to 1991 to find some shit.
I mean past that. Like in this existence we're in now, like anything that's like this podcast, there's no way we could be fucking president or anything. You know what I mean? Because they'd be like, on this one podcast you made fun of Asians. Like, of course I think I would handle it differently. Be like, yeah, dude, it was a fucking joke. He's such an asshole. You know?
That'd be perfect.
But like,
do you want to be president?
No.
All right, well, we could work on it.
Yeah. I got my campaign outfit on right now.
I got your vice president outfit on. What the?
We got to roll our sleeves up like this because
when we're working.
getting down to work, working for the folks.
Like I'm gonna get out in the fucking field and start.
But I just don't get it. Like, he's obviously joking, and like to bring that up, you know, what do you gain from that? Like, and not to mention, like, who hasn't said something in their past at some point that's been.
Yeah,
that you
not,
could be like, that's.
I probably would have been the best
like,
thing to
I
say.
watched.
I do that every day.
Watched that movie Waiting the other day.
The one with the goat.
It's got you in it, yeah.
The
It's
goat.
got you. It's got Ryan Reynolds. But
Panchata's in it.
yeah, it's like it's a funny movie. But we were sitting there watching that, and I told my wife, I was like, "You couldn't make this movie today. Like, you could not. It'd be like labeled as racist and homophobic and sexist. I mean, you just couldn't do it."
So you know what? I'm veering a little way, but you can come back to it. You could run for president, and you could still be president. All you got to do is be like, "This is all an act.
Oh well,
We are
it's
acting."
like my Ted Bundy.
Yeah, this show's an act. It's a show. That's why it's the way it is, and then you'd be fine.
Well, I guess we could go ahead and say this is an act.
Yeah, this is
in
all
case
an act.
decided
We
to
don't
be
really.
president.
Yeah,
You see, Beto O'Rourke
Beto. Yeah,
is running for
Kennedy.
president. He's gonna win, I think.
He is a Kennedy, right?
Wait. Did you say Trump is? Or you said Oprah's
Running.
She's not a fucking.
Well, I said she'd win if she ran. I lied. I said she'd be the next president.
What's the cutoff date? She could still get in there.
Oh,
I thought who was going to run with what's his name? Kanye West. Was
Eminem.
it The Rock? There's The Rock and Kanye.
Are you serious?
Something like that. Can you imagine?
I could imagine that they would win.
It's a damn joke, but yeah.
Who was going to be president? Was it The Rock or Kanye?
Dude, you don't think Kanye West let someone else be the president, do you?
Well, I wouldn't think The Rock would let somebody else be president.
I don't know. I just know that Beto, he freaks me out for some reason.
Because he's got that Kennedy face.
Is that what it is? Like I was
He is
thinking,
a Kennedy, right?
Well, I was thinking, everyone's gonna say you're just saying because he's a Democrat, but it's not. Like, he looks like someone that could be an antichrist to me. You know what I mean? Like everyone said, Obama
Trump's
was a
baby son or baby's husband.
Everyone said that Obama was the antichrist, but I was like, man, it looked like the antichrist. Even though that Satan thing from HBO looked.
Yeah, but they made him look. I think they probably were like, watch this shit.
But
drum up some cuckoos.
O'Rourke to me looks like he could be
the devil.
A devil. Yeah, he looks all slick and like he could sell me a car that I didn't even want to buy. I bet.
Beto O'Rourke.
Probably because he's like rolled his sleeves up. I'm like, oh, I identify with you.
He looks skinny.
Your sleeves are rolled up.
Let's see what he looks like.
I say he could sell me a car. I wouldn't buy a car from the devil. And all our fucking hot zone stuff, I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Except for this one. A Minnesota man who had held a drug-fueled death party for his ailing wife is charged with murder. Look at this motherfucker's picture.
He looks like the grandpa off of the Munsters.
A Minnesota man, this is from FoxNews.com, who was arrested earlier this year after his ailing wife was found dead in their home, has been charged with the murder after an autopsy found she died from a methamphetamine overdose. Dwayne Johnson, 58, is facing a third-degree murder charge in the January death of his wife, Deborah Lynn Johnson, 69, at their home in Cyrillus? I don't know what that is. According to police, Johnson called 911 on January 24th to report his wife had died. And responding officers found Johnson standing by the front door, naked, and yelling that his wife was dead upstairs. He later told investigators he was fulfilling a promise to his wife that he would not let her die in a nursing home. He said she wanted to die at home, so he removed her from her nursing home against medical expert advice, and then spent the last few days of her life having a death party while rocking out to heavy metal and doing methamphetamine. The criminal complaint said Johnson told police he was feeding his wife snow before her death to keep her hydrated after she stopped drinking and eating. Johnson said his wife had been having convulsions but died peacefully. Inside the home, police found her body still warm and wrapped in a sheet. The words "Death Party, God, Hell" were painted on the front door.
What?
The man reportedly told police that he had prepared the dead like the Bible told me to do and followed the guidance of the Old Testament by cleaning her, making her beautiful, and wrapping her in linen. He said, "I'm an idiot. I'm a Mormon. I can't lie because I'm stupid to plan ahead and lie." I mean, I don't know. Police added the charge of third-degree murder after autopsy results listed the cause of death as methamphetamine toxicity. Johnson, who has been in jail since his wife's death, faces up to 25 years in prison. Police also found 47 guns, many of which were stolen. He was also charged with stolen property. Well, since he's a thief, I don't really give a shit what happens to him anymore. But, like, to me, if that was my wife and I told her, like, I don't want to die in a nursing home, let's fucking rock out and smoke some crack.
Yeah.
I would make sure, especially if she looked like this guy and said he was dumb, like, let me write a note to say that I wanted to do, or give me a video. Like, hey, I'm about to smoke this stuff until I die. It's no one else's fault but my own. Except the manufacturer
of crack
that marketed it towards me. But
the old ladies.
Yeah, no one else is involved in this, so at least they wouldn't have to be charged with it. Because I mean, think of that. Like, he didn't really do any different than, just helped her out. Like, what the fucking kind of existence is to be? Why would you not want to live in your house, listen to some heavy metal?
I can't believe that bullshit. Meth. They're gonna. I mean, okay.
Hopefully, a jury is like,
they believe those guns were stolen, right? They don't know that they are. That's always. Who knows? They might just be fucking demonizing the guy in the media, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, because of this.
Oh yeah.
We got it. We need to have something because all he did was smoke crack. But then, he's got 47 guns, likely stolen. We believe they're stolen. That's, you know what that is? That's making somebody guilty in the eyes of the public before they're really guilty of anything.
Like Stephen Avery.
Yeah, it's fucking. What did that?
Right,
What did that little bitch
old-
say in Houston? The tiny little leprechaun that was there. He's like,
we're
we're
sick
sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of them.
Yeah, being that you're guilty until
Yeah,
proven innocent.
I'm sick and tired
doing
of
out
them
here?
doing that.
I'm just standing here. What?
gotta make
you
a
aren't
public-
supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Well, what are you doing out here? I can be here, can't I?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, what do you why do you care?
Why do you have a watch on your hand and a pocket knife? Are one of those stolen?
Yeah.
I would think they might be stolen.
Yeah. Oh, HuffPost, the luxury of being Beto. What kind of name is Beto?
Look though, tell me that this is not. He's not reincarnated. Look over there, the black and white picture. He's not a Kennedy, and tell me that he's not a Kennedy. Look at that guy. Look at Bobby Kennedy's picture, and then the Beto O'Rourke's picture.
I wonder if he killed any drunk girls.
And that was the other one.
That's not this one?
That was. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's Robert F.
Who, in this picture?
Yeah,
Oh.
in the black and white.
It's not Ted?
Uh-uh.
Huh.
That's his illegitimate kid.
It looks like he talked like this. Yeah. The luxury of being Beto O'Rourke. HuffPost.com. Dude,
That's
O'Rourke launched his presidential bid saying he was, quote, born to be in it.
Uh-huh.
Men often believe they're born to be in it.
Here you go. Tell me that's not his son. Dude.
Yeah, I can't read this. This basically just says, but other may see a sense of entitlement that only people like O'Rourke, straight, white, and male, have the luxury of possessing. I think the thing is that every man wakes up in the morning and looks in the mirror and says, I could be president, said Senator Patty Murray. I think every woman looks in the mirror and says, what can I get done for my country today? I never wake up and say I could be president.
Yeah.
Young men are far more likely to be encouraged by their parents to think about politics as a career path. God, I'm so tired of this fucking nonsense.
Hmm.
Mass shooting at New Zealand mosque. What is that about?
How does New Zealand have mass shootings? Like there's 12 people on that island.
Police are investigating a possible mass shooting Friday in Christchurch, New Zealand, and said there were multiple fatalities after an attack at two separate mosques.
That's funny. The name of the town is called Christchurch, and there's two mosques in the town. Like that's funny. I guess it'd be the same as like having church. I wonder how many churches are in Mecca, like Christian churches.
They allow them, do they?
Well, I don't know. I mean, probably. I would say they do. I would say it's not as, but I think it's just funny that they would have one.
So Casey and I were talking about this when we were watching that Ted Kennedy thing. You know, like
You mean Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy, yeah, both murderers. But,
Ted Cundy.
Like back then, there was the Zodiac Killer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, not Marilyn Manson, Charlie Manson,
Night Stalker.
Yeah, there were all these serial killers, right? But there weren't like mass shootings. So like my wife said the same thing. She's like, maybe the mass shooting thing is like the thing of today, because that's a good
observation.
Everyone right now is like just totally, focused on being so sensationalized or on the media or whatever. Like, I'm gonna be the biggest shooting, mass shooter out there.
Right, yeah.
Where I'm not done with the show yet, but I don't know if it was to be notorious or what, or if it was just
you wanted fame,
fulfilling the desire of killing people and these other ones, but yeah. That may be the time now. Like, you don't hear about many serial killers now, right?
Yeah.
It's just a big,
it's a instant.
Yeah, big shootout.
We don't have our attention span is not good enough to be a serial killer anymore. Like, fuck it, I got to change the channel.
Yeah, I need instant, nonstop, 24/7 coverage of this. But if we're going 2 or 3 weeks between, I'm not going to pay attention.
I don't have the stamina to be a serial killer.
How long have we been talking?
That's the perfect time.
All right. I'm tired.
Me too.
So we got to get some guests on there. We were talking about that before we started this. That it's been a while since we had some guests, and I know you guys like guests. So if you have guest ideas, email them to xspearheadx@yahoo.com. Like and share a Facebook page. Share the podcast. Spread the wealth. Other than that, that's all I got.
Adios, muchachos.
Accessing your mind. Programming started. Thank you for listening to the Spearhead transmission. We know you enjoyed your experience. Please come again and partake in our ridiculousness. There is so much more to explore. Remember, your mind is yours. You are not part of a collective. You will start to think independently if you seek the truth. Stop buying the lies. Water that tree of liberty, and you will break those chains of mental slavery. You are beautiful and heroic. Until next time, goodbye. We love you.